The Kraken, another comeback. Ho hum. Brandon Montour scores in overtime after Philip Grubauer stones Pittsburgh on several chances. 3-2 the final. I'm Glenn Dreyfus. Taylor Kodomo is joining us from 32 Bar and Grill. So, Taylor, when Montour put that shot in, tell me what the reaction was at the grill.
I think it was a feeling of relief of not having to bear another second of an overtime game against any other team, but a massive explosion of celebration just continued down through 32 Bar and Grill here. So I know people were really happy to get the full 2 points on this one here tonight.
Taylor, what was the feeling in the room in the third period? Was it anxiety? Was there confidence the Kraken would come back after Malkin scored to put Pittsburgh ahead? What was the vibe there?
I don't think that the vibes were very high, Glenn, if I can be real. I think most people, the sentiment was going around was saying at least we got a point. So I don't think that the hopes were very high, but, they pulled it off, and folks could not be happier with the outcome of this one.
And Taylor, how about Philip Grubauer? 31 saves as the Kraken are outshot 33-21. Zame and I had discussed earlier this week whether Grubauer's stellar work against San Jose in 2 periods of relief, that was the last time he saw action, whether that outstanding effort was a one-off or if it was the start of a new, improved Gruby. Well, I think he gave an emphatic answer tonight.
I think he sealed the deal. I think he's shown up as the brick wall that he can be and really cementing his place as part of this Kraken goalie. I don't even know. I think it puts a lot of other tandems to shame right now. I mean, with Matt Murray being out on injury as well, I think that the outlook of the Kraken goalie lines are just very, very bright.
Brighter than even we thought they would be when the season started.
Oh, 100%, hands down.
Now, I think you've heard this expression, Taylor. It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. You heard that, right?
Once or twice, and I think I might have said it once or twice tonight as well, saying we got to get back up. You can be down on your belly for a little bit, but it's all about getting back up pretty quick.
And if you need more explanation of how to do that, ask the Kraken's Mason Marchment, who played his best game as a Kraken. He found himself down on the ice all night, and he kept getting back up. In the first period, it was a hard hit by Matt Dumba. In the second, Marchment scored for the first time since opening night, and he had to steal the puck twice for his unassisted goal. Then he falls during his celly. Later, the man nicknamed Mush was called for embellishment for falling down when he was interfered with by Connor Dewar. Then Marchment sets up Manny Beniers for a late third period goal that ties the game. And don't you know it, he almost falls down going in for the group hug. So what did you see from Mason Marchment tonight?
Well, I mean, you try to stay up as long as you can get back up. That's really what matters. I think it's a great outcome tonight for him. I hope that it continues on, seeing it more often than, once every few weeks, right? But again, a great performance, a great outcome tonight. We just love to see it continue to happen.
As I said, his best game is a Kraken. He finishes with 3 shots and 4 hits. And there was one little other moment that explains why Marchment is considered such a good teammate. He set up Jordan Eberle for a grade A chance, I think in the second period. Eberle shoots into the goalie, and he raises his head to the rafters. Why wasn't I able to score on that play? So he's headed back to the bench, Taylor, and Marchment comes over, gives him a whack on the pads to say, hey, keep your head up. Good things are going to happen. So it's part of Marchment's game that we don't get to see very often, and a lot of it happens behind closed doors in the room. But you need folks like that, veterans who have been there, who have had success in their careers. Even the captain needs some reassuring now and then.
Right. And I think, it's not always the responsibility of some of these folks who have been along the team for, so long. I think some of these, new folks can really bring new energy in and really rally the team around and, breathe some new life into it. So we love to see it. We love to see supportive folks supporting others and hopefully all good things coming together and growing up. So just really great things to see from the team and fantastic camaraderie amongst them.
On the post-game show on KHN, Montour, who played a season in Florida with Marchment, said how excited he was to have Mason joining him again in Seattle. That, as he said, you need those kind of players. He's an agitator. He's somebody who gets the other team off their game. So he's an important piece, and if he can get the offensive part of his game going, so much the better. But I also want to talk, Taylor, about the fact the Penguins' Holy Trinity was heard from. Crosby scored, Malkin scored, Letang hit the post in overtime, then had another saved by Grubauer before Montour's game winner. So if you can survive body blows by the Penguins' 3 future Hall of Famers and you still come out with the W, that's a good night's work.
Right. I mean, to say the least. I definitely think that the Penguins, were trying to set a tone from previous games' flunders, but definitely a great showing by some iconic players and great for the Kraken to, shut it down. So you can't go against greatness all the time and always come out victorious, but they did tonight.
Oh, you make a good point, by the way. The Penguins did want to show a better effort for their home fans. They had gotten skunked 5-0 just a night ago by the Minnesota Wild. It was not a spirited performance, and the fans at PPG Paints Arena were not happy with their team. And so, 24 hours later, they wanted to show the home fans a better performance, and it looked like they were going to, but the Kraken had something to say about that.
Shut that down real quick.
If there is a minus on a night of a glorious comeback, all right, here's a brain teaser for you, Taylor. I'm going to see if you can figure this out. Yeah, Uh-oh. Get that cranium working.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't know exactly what liquid refreshment you've had.
Hey.
Tonight.
We'll plead the fifth.
Okay. If you're the third worst in killing penalties in the league, which is what the Kraken are,
yes,
and the team you're playing is the best, number 1 in the NHL on the power play, what do you think one of the keys to winning would be?
I think, showing up and showing out and just trying to do your best to make sure that you don't let things slip. And I think they did that tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, in the first period, they did let things slip. They didn't take as few penalties as possible. Berkeley Catton took a penalty. Montour took a penalty. Jamie Alexiak took a penalty. Somehow, the Kraken didn't get scored on. They did, however, when Vince Dunn in the third took a more questionable call, a more borderline call. The Kraken killed all but 13 seconds of that before Malkin, with the extra man, gave Pittsburgh a 2-1 lead. So if there's one flaw with the Kraken game, it's that self-inflicted wounds of taking penalties when your penalty killing isn't very good.
Right. Don't set yourself up for maybe not so much success.
The Kraken go to overtime for the 9th time this season because I guess they figure the season isn't long enough. And here's how even, Taylor, that Seattle games have been. As of right now, after this Pittsburgh game, for the season, they have scored 57 goals and they've given up 56 goals. So if you're going to watch a Kraken game, whether it be in person or at 32 Bar and Grill, prepare for sweaty palms one way or the other.
Right. Yeah, no, it's always a testament of wondering whether we'll be going into overtime or not, whether we're going to have to sit out for the full 3 periods or even more. So always a good time, always gets the heart going, and like you said, the palms a little sweaty, but fun nonetheless.
And yet they keep on keeping on, and the 4-game road trip concludes tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific start time, against the New York Islanders in New York. The Kraken have won 2 of 3 on their road trip, and after this game, they come on back home, and their next game after the Islanders will be back at home Wednesday night, day before Thanksgiving, when they play the Dallas Stars. So, Taylor, are you going to be watching football tomorrow, or hockey, or going outside and taking a hike?
No, it's a hockey day. I mean, a little too chilly to get some hikes in right now, and my Cougars lost today, so I'll be tuning in to hopefully watch some Kraken daytime game W's tomorrow.
Okay, and we should be together, I'm hoping, on Friday.
Yeah.
At 1 p.m. What happens then?
Are we talking PWHL or are we talking Saturday?
No, I think next Friday is the home opener. Is that a game you'll be able to attend?
Yeah, in a heartbeat. I was just down, or I guess up at Pacific Coliseum yesterday, so it's been a fun 24 hours, but a lively game as well up there. Really excited to see what production value gets added to Climate Pledge's repertoire for the Torrent here on Friday. I think it'll be a very, very fun and exciting game. Are we seeing the Frost on Friday?
Correct. The 2-time defending champion, Walter Cup champion, Minnesota Frost roll in. But since you mentioned that you were up in Vancouver, give me a scouting report, not just on the game itself, but also on the atmosphere. I understand they had like 15,000 people there.
Sold out crowd. I mean, it was an experience like no other. I mean, to have an inaugural game for both teams, right, in a arena that is dedicated solely to one of the teams. I think it was just a magical experience. My expectations were not, 6 feet under, but pretty low, right, coming in, and blown away. I think the production value was so high. Just seeing folks of all ages and all walks of life come together just to show up for something that they've been waiting for so long. The vibes were great. The community, the camaraderie. It was a fantastic experience. I was up and out of my seat every given moment. Even that third goal, they were taking a long time to review that one, and I saw it straight with my own eyes, and I could have given you a call within 2 seconds. You didn't need 6 minutes to decide. But great experience. We especially loved the $5 Canadian dollar house reds and whites and beers and everything, and so it was a great experience. We all got up on a bus and journeyed up there together, and then came back early this morning and showed up here for a food drive here at 32 Bar and Grill, and hopefully going to be sleeping in a little bit tomorrow before tuning in for some afternoon Kraken hockey.
I had heard about the buses of Seattle fans going up. What was it like on the 3-4 hour trip with all the new Torrent fans?
Besides being nervous that my passport expires in April and that I wouldn't be let in either way, whether I get up and can't get back. It was fantastic to meet so many folks, so many people just from, social media accounts that you see. They almost become mini celebrities in your mind, right? And making friends, meeting folks, and really just seeing the community come together to celebrate something that, again, people have been waiting so long for. So it was great camaraderie to journey up together and be a part of it and continue it on and see everybody again on Friday.
Very good. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for jumping on with us. You got a good game to talk about.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, that last shot from Monty, again, the whole place exploded, even tying it to be able to go into overtime, right? It was a great game. Great to be around folks instead of just, not to say being at home by myself watching, but always fun to be part of the energy and entertainment out here. So.
And thank you for bringing the energy to us. We're glad to have you aboard. Thank you so much again for jumping on and helping us recap a 3-2 Kraken overtime win over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
We love to see it.
Okay, let's do it again sometime.
Anytime, truly. You let me know and I'll be here.
Very good. And thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you can. We'd appreciate it. And we'll talk to you after the next Kraken game, which is tomorrow night.
We'll see you then.